Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more.
I don't want no romancing. Oh, baby, I see him up glancing. Where my whips, where my whips, where my whips, where my whips, where my whips. If you out of luck, why you waste my time? I'm trying to smoke, trying to get high. See it in my eye. I know she playing both sides. That bitch better life. But my dick give her a high. She down for the ride. Them bitches kill the vibe. Probably live your life. Bad bitches in Hawaii. Umbrella with ice.
What is poppin'? Before the video starts, I just want to let you all know that I give readings, just like the ones that you see every Monday on my channel. I give on point Orisha Tarot card readings for singles and also for couples. I also do natal chart consultations. My Everything is Everything reading is by far my bestseller. If you want to check out any of these services, please visit my website at www.bandclaptv.com. And also, when you go to that website and you scroll down, you will see a link to go to my shadow work class. In this time that we're in right now, shadow work is very, very important. Getting to know yourself, your inner child, really, really knowing who you are. All of these things are extremely important. And I have a very, very informative self-paced course. Shout out to Spiritual Ascension University and Melanie the Spirit Doula for allowing me to be able to give you all this very, very priceless course, if I do say so myself. So again, if you want to check these things out, go to my website, www.bandclaptv.com. All right, on with the Yo, what is poppin', YouTube and Patreon fam? It's the top of the week, so you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr.BandClap, at it again with another on point Orisha Tarot forecast spread. And this is going to be for the week of Monday, November the 15th through Sunday, November the 22nd of 2021. What's up, y'all? I know it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. Like I told y'all a couple weeks before this, doing this EDC gig is going to take up most of my time. And damn it, it sure did. It already wasn't a lot of time in the day at first. And then once daylight savings time hit around, and me working these 11-hour days and all of that, but I miss y'all. I miss y'all. That's why I'm coming back with a double feature. Shouts out to the few people that were able to catch my live stream that I did live. Because after this, I'm going to post a snippet of that live stream, because that live stream was extremely powerful. And piggybacking off of that live stream, today, actually this morning, I've been doing some spiritual work, and for, I would say, like about a good 2.5 seconds, I was able to tap into the frequency known as Zarabanda. And the best way I can explain it was like a network that I tapped into. And in this network, there are nothing but little babies, on this particular network. So it's like your inner child is definitely the transmitter. You know, it's the bridge that truly connects you to that God frequency. You know, and one thing that I was noticing, you know, in those few seconds, was that at first, my inner child was a little standoffish about the whole thing, you know, because it's like you're tapping into this frequency, you're going into this realm where, you know, there's a bunch of beings on this realm that resemble babies. You know, they resemble innocent, beautiful babies. You know, and this is something that my inner child sees all the time, you know, looking through my eyes into this world. But the difference is, if you don't look at the whole person and you're just looking at the inner child that's inside the meat suit, you can have some quote unquote real world consequences if you don't put into perspective who the person is and what level of enlightenment are they on, you know. So, you know, being in this type of rat race for so long, you know, meeting back with a community of souls that are just like you. You know, they're babies too. You know, you still, you know, you used to being on this earth where you have to be, you always got to be guarded. You always got to have your guard up. You always got to have your shield up. You know, even if someone appears to be innocent, since they're in this world, they're really not, you know, all of these things. So it was like, it took my inner child a little minute, but it was like, it was something that my inner child sensed. And it was like when he sensed that and he saw that, that things was legit, it was like my inner child popped out and he was literally like the bridge, you know, the bridge that, or the modem that, you know, the modem that helped the connection to be transmitted, you know. And it was like, as soon as my inner child popped out, these other souls came around it, almost like, you know, wow, like, you know, it wasn't a lot of them up there. It's not a lot of souls that is still up there in their frequency, but it was like they was just so happy to see me, or they were so happy to see my inner child. And you know, they was just about to start introducing me to the other souls, you know, to the other entities that were able to keep their vibration so high to reach the Zara band of frequency. And that was when you know, the transmission started to get fuzzy, aka I was slowly starting to wake up more. And it was like when I woke up, I felt like I was falling through these higher realms into this one, you know. So it was a lot, but it's really been teaching me a lot about why our people are so brainwashed now, like why they're so programmed the way they are. And this programming it's not shit, really, being honest with you. But the only reason why I can say that is because since I have this connection with my inner child and all of these, I'm focused on so many things that's not of this world. It's hard for me to fall under the programming. But for so many of us out here, you know, they don't have that, and I have to think about that as well, you know. So, you know, piggybacking on that, like I said in my video, right now in this Scorpio season, as we're getting towards the end part, is getting to that point where you need to start looking at whatever you transformed into. It's time for you to start looking at that in a divine type of way, you know. And in order for you to do that, you gotta allow things in the windows of your soul, things of transformation, things of light. There's a whole lot of negativity that's going on, like petty negativity, you know, to try to keep you distracted, you know. These soulless beings are feeling very, very hopeless right now, and they're trying to project this energy onto the people. They got all the possibilities in the world. They got all the hope in the world. And these soulless beings are trying to make you feel as miserable and as hopeless as they are. So they got their minions, they got their clones, they got their synthetic humans out, providing chaotic stuff, even though it ain't really nothing. But some of us that I'm seeing, if you don't got nothing better to do, if you don't got nothing better to think about, this is how this energy is going to end up, being able to infiltrate your psyche, because that's the frequency that these soulless beings want everybody to be on. When it comes to the soul family, we got all the reasons in the world to be happy right now. We got all the reasons in the world to feel good about ourselves, that you made it through. You made it through. You were able to reconnect with your inner child, and now you're getting information, secret information, that's now going to be able to liberate you in ways that you never would have expected. That's what this is all about. So I can't wait, for all of you all who didn't get a chance to watch it. I can't wait till that comes out. It's going to come out next, after this video right here is over. So don't go nowhere. Like I said, I really want BandClap TV to be a channel, like a channel on TV where you got many different shows, many different faces, but we all got the same purpose, the same goal, to get these messages out in any way possible, so that the people will be able to, the soul family will be able to benefit from these things. All right. So, as you all know, this right here is the overall things to look out for this week. These are by day, Monday through Sunday. Like I always say, you all may not experience or even go through these things or even witness these things on the particular day. This is just something for you to be cognizant about during this week. All right. So let's see what we got. All right. So we got Ogun. Protection against the machine. And we got Babaluaye. High fraternal sense. All right. Okay. So this seven of water is the type of energy that everybody else is going to be under right now. As you can see in the media, you got this whole situation with Danny Lay and the baby. Seven of water, relationship drama. That's gonna leave you with this dark aura if you take this stuff too seriously. Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and also Pluto, that you see right here. But Pisces is ruled by Neptune, and Neptune is about the dream world, is about dreams and stuff like that. So we're in Scorpio season. So there's some Seven of Water energy that you need to release right now, so that you can rise up and vibrate high enough so you can reach these other frequencies. So this Seven of Water, it talks about chimerical petitions, unrealizable dreams, excessive fantasy or selfishness that leads you to ask a lot without giving much. Do not ask what you cannot give, or do not demand what you cannot demand. Do not promise what you are not sure to fulfill. Illusions that fade away as a result of selfishness. And this is going to lead you to spiritual persecution, a blackish aura, and a attacked astral body. And this is everything that you're seeing. This is everything that you're seeing in the media right now. This is everything that you're seeing. Wants you to lose this connection with your, with your emotions. Looking for the solution in the right path and being persistent is what's going to get you out of this energy. But there's going to have to be some transformation, some Scorpio transformation. There's some Scorpio transformations that needs to happen in order for you to be able to make that solution and go on the right path. My whole video, it's about, on a deeper level, what is the frequencies that we need to be connecting to right now. Because 7 is about partnership, it's about connection. We're connecting to the wrong things that's not giving you that true emotional fulfillment. We're connecting ourselves to the wrong things. We've been connecting ourselves with the wrong frequency, and that's what this whole Palo Mayombe study has been about. Because Palo Mayombe, that's like one of the oldest spiritual systems that we know of right now, other than like Hinduism and stuff like that. And a lot of that even came from Palo, that them Congo rites. It's a reason why that religion and that spiritual system is so feared. And that's what I talked about in that 5-hour presentation. Shout out to everybody who was able to check that out. And if you wasn't able to check it out, the full video is on my Patreon, www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. So right now, being the master of your high fraternal spiritual sense, tuning yourself into wanting to learn more about the secrets of the unknown when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to who you really are as a spirit, who you really are as a soul, connecting with that. That's the type of energy, that's the type of mindset that you need to have right now. And this Ogun, this is you learning how to use technology, you tapping back into your alpha essence and being able to be a very, very prominent figure by doing these things, instead of falling into these traps that's going to leave you nothing but emotionally scarred, an attacked astral body. A lot of people are getting attacked in their sleep. A lot of people are going through astral attacks, astral world, all of those things, blackened aura. All of these things can be prevented when you got this Ogun level protection, and remember what I said about Zarabanda. Zarabanda is also known as the god of iron. So this is why technology, the metaverse technology, all of this stuff is being put out right now. This stuff is for you to study, because you studying about these things is being able to study about your own soul. How you yourself is an avatar, just like the metaverse. And you're projecting yourself outward to this simulated world called Earth, and there's some missions and some objectives that you chose to do, and the quicker you can figure that out, the quicker things will start to work themselves out, because it has to. It has to work themselves. Things have to work themselves out in order for you to achieve this mission, because that's why you agreed to come here. So let's see what Monday has for us. All right. So again, we got the 3 of air, a desperation mindset. We got female SU reversed. All right. So if you are spiritually weak, because this 2 of fire, this is talking about low self-esteem, spiritually weak, no wisdom, unwise, unwise. And these are talking about women, and this can be flipped around, talking about men as well, who have a lot of potential to be something great. These are men and women who have potential to be something celebrated, something really great. Now, when you look at this reversed, this could also be talking about a type of woman with very hoish type of qualities, but they're not being a divine whore. See, this is the divine whore. Her body count is low because she only messes with other guys. So not only is her body count low, but her innocence is preserved. This version, this is almost looked at as the thought mentality of today. Not messing with gods, just being with any random person that wants to give you attention or give you money, stuff like that. And you are spiritually low self-esteem, spiritually weak, and this is going to give you a desperation mindset. This is Danny Lay, desperation mindset. These are some things that not only have the media put out, but these are also some traps that if you're in this type of energy right now, all you're thinking about is sex, secret ways how to get money out of people. All you're thinking about is self satisfaction, self gratification. You're not thinking like a divine feminine that's one day gonna be a great mother. You feel unprotected. You've never had a enlightened Ogun as a father figure, as an uncle, as a granddad. So you don't even know what this frequency feels like. But that's what you actually need for your children. But since this is what you're programmed to do, it's hard for you to respect the Ogun, the few Oguns that we still have that are enlightened. I broke down what Ogun represented. You know, he's the closest representation of Zarabanda when we talk about just raw masculinity. You know, so if you're a woman or a man that's like this, the first thing that you need to do is invigorate yourself spiritually. You know, use the wisdom that you've acquired from the previous experiences that you've been through and that you came out of it. You know, use that wisdom and empower yourself. You know, Jupiter, use that wisdom and empower yourself. So now this can turn upright. And once this turns upright, you know, this gives you opportunities that you never thought that you could even have. You know? And then once you get to that point, you need to do a change. You need to change. You need to change, you know, into being this. You know, I always call this the Sixth of Goddess card. You know, Sixth of Goddess, she's using her femininity to sell products, feminine products, you know, feminine books and, you know, feminine podcast and all that. You know, she could easily be a stripper and make probably more money than what she's making now. She got a nice body. You know, she could be an OnlyFans whore. She could be an OnlyFans, a camera girl. And she could probably make a bunch of money doing it. But what is the profit of a man or a woman to gain the world but lose their soul? So naturally, going from this to this, naturally, you're going to start to have a more abundant mindset. You know, now that doesn't mean that you're just going to be perfect. You know, you're going to have some painful memories and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, having this type of spread, you know, is way better than, you know, than than the frequency that this system of soulless beings is trying to put out here for y'all. Because being this, even though this can get you some really good gratification, you know, this can get you some bomb sex, this can get you some money, but in the long run, it's gonna leave you high and dry, where these eagles can just swoop in and just have their way with you. You know. So this is the plight. This is the plight of the unfulfilled baddie. You know, we still got that spell going on. The unfulfilled baddie. You know, Brittany Renner, the unfulfilled baddie. Danny Lay, the unfulfilled baddie. You know, and there's going to be a lot more. Chloe Bailey is slowly getting to this point. You know, she's slowly getting to this point. All she needs to do is get slawed out by like 6 or 7 guys. You know, have relationships with like 5 or 6 traumatized humans unable to grieve, and she too is going to be in this same position. As long as she's feeling like this on the inside, and as long as she's promoting this, because this is what she's promoting, you know, the 7 of water, upright. All right, so let's see what Tuesday has for us. All right, message from fire. So this is okay. All right, so let's see what this is about. We got the Legba reversed. All right. Okay. So this is pretty much talking about, again, be careful who you're Be careful the messages that you're taking in to your windows of your soul. You know, messages that speak about that all they speak about is evil, is the evils that's going on in the world. You know, all they're speaking about is false, you know, false transformations. You know, all they speak about is everything in the world is bad. You know, all men are trash. You know, all women are whores. All women are trash. All men are trash. You know, all they do is just spread black magic, just negativity. That's all they do. And they're not transforming with the times. So they're spreading all of this false information that's not even with the times. You know, false messengers. The only type of messengers that you need to be listening to right now are magicians, tried and true. You know, this is someone who is tried and true. You know, they've been giving you the same type of enlightened content for a while. You know, and you know, even though they're still working on themselves, they've mastered a lot of things, and you can learn a lot from these Babalawo Orishas. You know, because not only are they magicians, but you know, they spread the knowledge to anyone who is willing to listen. You know, they're very disciplined, and you know, these are the type of messengers that you need to be listening to. You know, messengers that talk about how to get ahead in the new world. You know, messengers that's giving you positive things, tricks of the trade, so you can transform, so you can ride the wave, so you can ride the wave in the new world. You know, that's the only type of messengers that you need to be listening to. You know, messengers that's gonna spiritually invigorate you. You know, messengers that can speak to your soul, and while they're speaking to your soul, they can spiritually invigorate you. You know, so for my baby Alleguas that's trying to, you know, speak against this black magic that's been put over us, for the baby Legbas that wants to call out these false preachers, these false prophets, you know, remember, do not let anything or anyone discourage you, since reason acts according to your moves. You have been fair in your attitudes, and you will have the courage to fulfill your duties, you know, and this is going to result in rank and achievements in your performance. Just know that the truth is guiding you, and love will be your corollary and only means for happiness. You know, you got to have the willpower right now to overcome your danger and your difficulties. You know, if you don't have messengers and messages in your life that's telling you this, it's time for you to, quote unquote, it's time for you to change the channel. You know, it's time for you to change the channel away from this stuff, because this stuff right here is part of this, and this don't get you nowhere because it's an illusion. You're investing too much into the illusion. Remember, Scorpio season has always been about investing in your sovereignty. You know, so let's see what Wednesday has for us. Let's see. All right, so fighting the beast. So this is talking about, you know, being able to fight the beast, even though sometimes you're gonna fall. You got to be able to get back up and fight this beast. Yep. So you spending a lot of time in solitude. You spending a lot of times in meditation. You know, you spending a lot of time abandoning the worldly things for spiritual rejoicing. You know, this is what charges you up spiritually, so that even in the times where you fall, you know, because we're human, you know, we're gonna fall sometimes, you know, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna stumble and fall sometimes. But this creative energy, this fifth house energy, this Aries Mars, that passion, that you knowing who you are, the individuality, you knowing who you are, and you having this fifth house creativity, because you've been charging it up like this. This is how you charge it up. So in times where you feel like that you about to fall, you know, you feel like all hope is lost, you know, the process isn't yielding what it should, you know, this right here, this is, you know, you're gonna fall, but the beast still won't be able to get you, you know. Why? Because you understand that even if you fall, you still got all of this. You got your soul family. You still got all of this spiritual protection, you know, to keep the beast off of you until you're able to get back up and start back fighting. You know, that's the reason why we do this. That's the reason why this spiritual work has been so important, so that, you know, we understand that, you know, you're not going to always be 100% all the time, but this is what protects you. You know, having the courage, always having the courage, and dexterity in facing trouble. You know, when you fall down, you know, you're going within spiritually, like, yo, like, what did I do wrong? How can I get better? You know, having that baby SU mentality, getting back up, brushing yourself off, and fighting the beast. But this time you got a better strategy. You're using your opponent's strengths against them. You know, you're using a better strategy, a more creative strategy, in order to fight this beast and bring this beast to his knees. But understanding that you're not alone. You know, you're not alone. So you don't gotta be in this world acting like you're alone. You know, there's plenty of people like me, people like us, that are trying to connect you to the frequency, to the neighborhood that you need to be connected to. So you won't feel like you're doing this alone. Because you know, when you got a strong neighborhood and you got everybody's phone number in the neighborhood, then it don't matter how far outside the neighborhood you choose to go. You can always call them up on the phone and they'll be right there. You know, that's what it means to have a good neighbor. You know, that's why State Farm, the insurance company, named themselves like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. You know, look at State Farm Insurance as the assurance that we have being in these bodies. We have a blessed assurance that if anything happens to our bodies while we're trying to do our mission, we got an insurance that we can fall back on. You know, and that insurance is going to come through like a good neighbor. You know, very important. So you won't feel depressed. You know, this beast, you feel like this beast is beating down on you and you slipped and fell and you feel like you're alone. You know, that's the worst feeling in the world. And you got this beast that's ready to just, you know, eat you up and spit out the bones. You know, that's not the type of energy that we need to have right now. So this right here, this is very important. You know, each candle represents a member of the tribe, a member of the neighborhood. And this is you, you know, in white, you know, stripping yourself of anything that's going to interrupt you being able to tap it into that frequency. And you're still, you know, your body is you know, You're laying still. This is you surrendering. You know, there's no furniture in the house. You know, everything has been stripped down to the bare minimum. You know, even your ego has been whitened. You know, and you're tapping into these ancestral energies that represent candles. You know, and this is what, and these little lights together come together like Voltron to help you fight this beast. You know, so even if you fail, you can still get up and continue right back where you left off and defeat the beast. You know, that's why us, you know, us going through these things are so important. You know, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But very important. So let's see what Thursday has for us. All right, so we got the Ace of Air reversed. We got the Ten of Water reversed. All right. So, for everyone that's in this type of energy, you know, lost illusions, you know, your dreams are centered around this illusion, unrealizable dreams, excessive fantasies. You're spiritually low. You're doing black magic on yourself, you know, and now you've been silenced. Now you've been stripped down. You've been stripped down to the bare minimum. And this is your dark night of the soul. You know, this is your dark night of the soul, what you're going through, because you've had to learn this the hard way. You know, this right here, this is a equivalent of Danny Lay got arrested for assault. You know, instead of just leaving, you know, instead of leaving the house, you know, all of that stuff. So now the goat has fallen, and you know, once the goat comes out of here, he's not going to be recognizable to anyone anymore. You know, and the reason for this is because, you know, these efforts, you know, your efforts to make this unrealizable dream and fantasy come true, your efforts were in vain. What was free have become trapped within itself, bringing treason, unfaithfulness, loss of spiritual values, high degree of miscommunication, confusion, and shock, serious crisis between the couple or within a group. You know, and these are the type of messages and frequencies that's being projected out to the masses. You know, Ace of Air reverse, chaos, messages of chaos, you know, messages of disharmony. You know, that's why in this time, being very careful of what you're listening to right now, being very careful of what you're deciding to put into your windows of the soul right now. You know, very important that you're listening to high vibrational stuff. You know, make sure you're watching high vibrational stuff, you know, and if you are listening to something like this, you know, you're just doing it for shits and giggles. You know, you're not taking it serious, because if you're in this type of energy, you're never going to be able to realize your full potential, because right now this Scorpio season is about uncovering the secrets that lie within your full potential. You know, that's what this is about, so you can transform and you can really, really start to shine in ways that you never even thought that you could shine like that. You know, that's what you need to be using this Scorpio season for. You know, not being in this, because this is what everybody else is in, and this is how they're gonna fall. You know, so you don't want to end up like that. You know, you want to be in your new state of mind, where you can use this new found creative energy, because you went within. You know, you can use this newfound creative energy to rise above the emotional turmoil, the emotional issues that everybody else is going through. And you've turned this into a crown, while everybody else is sinking deeper and deeper into their misery. You know, and with that being said, you become this pure dove bird. You know, Aquarius. You know, you're sticking out among everyone else because, you know, not a lot of people are going to be able to alchemically become this dove bird. You know, speaking a message of peace, because that's all you carry within you. You know, speaking this message of positivity, while everybody else is speaking about negativity. You know, that's the key. That's the key right now. That's the key in order for you to have this protective Ogun energy and this Babaluaye energy for your good. You know, because these are upright. So these are energies that wants to protect you from these from this technology, from these technological negative frequencies that's going on right now. Like I always say, this war is deeper than you think. You know? All right. So let's see what Friday has for us. So this is past trauma, the village, past trauma. We got the message from air reversed, past trauma from your family. Yeah, past trauma from your family, because you want to, because of open-mindedness, you know. So in this Scorpio season, a lot of us are going to be doing mental shadow work. Mental shadow work because a lot of us, we knew from an early age, because of the way we thought, the way we spoke out. You know, we were outspoken. You know, we would just say things that a lot of people were probably thinking it, but they wouldn't dare say it out loud. And we would be the ones who could say these things, who would say these things out loud. And you were severely punished for doing that, you know, because everybody else around you, including your parents, had this, you know, 8 of air upright, seizing and trying to control innocent souls, you know. On a solar level, this is why there's a lot of chaos going on right now, because people are realizing who they are. They don't know how to express it, so they're mentally going insane, you know. As this world starts to progress, these type of people are starting to look more and more and more godly, because you start to find out that, you know, maybe these people weren't crazy after all. Maybe these people were actually on to something, you know. And that's another thing that's going on, and I talked about that in my video, in my live stream as well, you know. And this is something that has drained you creatively. You know, this is something that has drained you creatively, because it started from your family. And this is some trauma. This is some trauma that you're trying to get over, because when you look at the life that the same people that was telling you that you were crazy, and the same people that was trying to be the 8 of air upright, you're starting to see that world crumble. You know, you're starting to see their world turn into this. You know, look at the dead bodies, look at the fire, you know, look at people running, you know, people that, some of these people are people that you tried to save a long time ago, you know, but they just wouldn't listen, you know. So now you got this trauma, and it made you creatively weak because of that, you know. So now is the time to tap back into this freeing your mind, you know. It's time for you to get out of your lethargic state, connect with the environment, following the voice of your consciousness and your internal impulse. You will see that new energy will arise, and that your capacity and talent will be a new bastion. Otherwise, you will remain anonymous, you know. So this is kind of like Superman. You know, this is Superman. Superman coming to Earth, you know, because his planet Krypton was blown up, you know. So he's like the last of his kind, able to do all of these superhuman things, and he gotta wear a disguise. You know, he gotta put himself in the cage and become Clark Kent, so he can try to fit in with everybody else, you know. For us soul family members, you know, it's time for the Justice League to come together. That's what I'm seeing on the spiritual realm, on a higher level. The Justice League is coming together. The Avengers are assembling. The Voltron, the Power Rangers Voltron is forming, you know. So if you feel like this is you, you know, you need to stick what you've agreed on. You need to stick with what you've agreed on, and don't let yourself down. You know, you need to restore that faith in yourself, that you have what it takes in order to defeat this beast. You know, we all got what it takes, you know, but sometimes in order for us to defeat this beast, we got to do it together. You know, we got to do it together. You know, this is all the people in the same neighborhood fighting a intruder that's trying to intrude and steal the energy. You know, and we can all come together and help to defeat this beast, so that now we can creatively express ourselves in the way that we want to, and not be silenced because of it. You know, very important. So now we are on the weekend, baby. Let's see what Saturday has for us. So we got the air element. We got the 4 fire. And we got the 5 of air reversed. You know. So, jealousy and envy, you know. This is the reason why this beast is attacking the people, you know, attacking the melanated race. All of that, you know, is because of jealousy and envy, you know. And we all, you know, this is something that has been documented, you know, jealousy and envy, because of who we are, you know. Jealousy and envy because of who you are, and not only is because of who you are, it's because there's more people out there like you, you know. And there's power. There's power in that, you know. Jupiter, there's power in that, you know. And that's what the whole fight is about. Is jealousy and envy, because, you know, as you can see, these same Oguns that's fighting this beast, you know, They were the last one standing. They were the last one standing from their origin of existence that has now been, decimated. We were, the soul family. We are the ones from our respective families that are the last one standing, and we got to band together. We got to band together. So this spirit of jealousy and envy is trying to keep the soul family of warriors from banding together. So they're frying up the communication waves. They're frying up the communication to keep us from communicating with each other. And they do this by poisoning the community. Aquarius, making us believe that we got to have a leader and everybody got to follow the leader. They use it in your relationships. Your connection. They try to sever. They try to hide the information that's going to help you. That's going to help you to connect, Libra, with the divine mind, Gemini. And once you can connect to the divine mind, the divine mainframe, now we can band together as brothers and sisters to fight this beast. And this jealousy and envy, we don't need that. We don't need that amongst each other, because we all got some type of strength that's going to help in fighting the beast. Not all of us are warriors. Some of us are going to be mages. Some of us are going to be stealth assassins. Some of us are going to be soldiers on the front line. Each person with their own special gift and talent is going to have to band together as a collective, so they can so we can all fight this beast together and be victorious. So be very careful. Be very careful about information that stands out, about the community. Be careful who you associate with. Be careful who you connect with on a romantic level, relationship level, and be careful of the things that you're tapping into and that is not connected to the divine mind. That's very important. And the people around you that you see that's heeding this message, they could possibly be a soul family member. And these soul family members, they can be humans, they can be any type of entity. So that's why it's so important to study and show yourself approved. So if you're doing this spiritual work and you see an entity that's monstrous because you don't know what it is, and you're studying, you're showing yourself approved, and you're able to feel the vibe. The vibe doesn't feel hostile. So like, okay, this is a primordial ancestor that's seeing my beacon and they want to help me out. This jealousy and envy, you don't need this around you right now. You only need people around you that's trying to help you grow. That's all we need. That's all we need around us, and that's all you need to be associated with right now. And let's see what Sunday has for us. All right. So this is a message for the baby Oshuns that feel abandoned, because of their relationships. These are baby Oshuns that feel abandoned. So you're feeling like this because you're stagnant. You know, there's some changes that you're not doing. There's some work that you're not doing. You're not changing, you know. All right. You know, so on an inner level, you know, because this is Eight of Fire. So there's some inner changes. There's some inner changes that's going on that you're trying to fight it, you know. And it's almost like you're waiting on this eruption to happen on an outer level before you decide to make the change, you know. And you keep on doing that, it's gonna leave you feeling mentally abandoned. So these can be people, you know, baby Oshuns. This can be you internally, and this can be you trying to get with someone who you feel like when they can get themselves together on an inner level, they can be someone very great. They can be someone very great, Mars, you know, very powerful. But you want to be that person that can say, I was instrumental in changing him into being that. I was instrumental in that change, you know. And then that's gonna in turn change you, you know, turn you into the Queen Yalorde, you know, because of you sticking by this person, because of this. Now remember, what you're seeing is an illusion. What you're seeing is an illusion, you know. And if you stay in this illusion and you don't develop this high maternal sense to see if somebody is really about that change or if they're just capping, you know, you're not gonna get the protections. You're not gonna get the protection that you think you're gonna get. And it's going to lead to you being, you know, out in the cold and abandoned. You know, you're going to be the abandoned baby Oshun. And this is a sad case because the baby Oshun is the wealthiest, most beautiful, most prosperous entity in this world. So when the baby Oshun is left out in the cold and abandoned, that's definitely a sign of the times. You know, that's a possibility that can happen. But like I always say, there are warnings. There are many warnings. That's if you're connected with your soul family, there are many warnings that's gonna let you know, like, yo, this is stagnant what you're in. You know, you need to change this about yourself. You know, there are things going on, you know, on an inner level, and these inner explosions. These inner explosions is what's letting you know, like, you're getting these impulses, like, yo, you know, I need to change, like little small impulses. But since everything on the outside seems good, you know, you're stagnant. You're not going with the change. And then you end up like this, abandoned. You know, Danny Lay getting the police called on her. You know, all of that could have been prevented. You know, so definitely keep that in mind right now. Keeping yourself vibrating high, keeping yourself in a high vibrational frequency right now. You know, whatever that means to you. And if you heed that message, my friends, you will be glad that you did. All right, y'all. this is my forecast for this week. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Got some more stuff coming up soon. Time permits. I appreciate all of you for your donations. Those donations help me out so much. And as you all know, if you all would like a on point Orisha Tarot reading like this, join my website. And also, in order for you to watch my live streams and my YouTube videos before and after they're taken down from YouTube, join my Patreon, www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. Remember, the Mysteries of Zarabanda is coming up next on BandClap TV. And until next time, peace. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that video. And if you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I want to redirect you to my Instagram page. I don't promote my Instagram page a lot, but as my subscriber count and things like that rise due to things like shadow banning and stuff like that, I'm hearing that a lot of people aren't getting my notifications when I go live on YouTube and stuff like that. So for all things BandClap TV, my Instagram page and my story are going to have all of the notifications and things like that when it comes to when I'm going live, when I'm going, when I'm releasing videos, when I'm releasing content. Also on my Instagram page, if you're curious about my reviews for my readings and stuff like that, as you can see on my Instagram, I have a lot of different testimonials and stuff like that. For those who don't know of me as an artist, I also have videos of me performing and stuff like that. I'll be putting out more stuff like that very, very soon. So I'm just trying to get as many people right now to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That is BandClap TV. And also my Facebook and Snapchat, BandClap TV as well. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And like I always say, no matter what, you got to stay shining.